Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt that the person staring back is not living up to their true potential? Deep down, you know you are capable of more. More confidence, more strength, more success, more happiness. Yet something holds you back. The truth is, your personality is not fixed. It is a masterpiece you can build every single day. The way you think, the way you act, and the way you respond to life can either limit you or set you free. This journey is about breaking old patterns, discovering your real self, and shaping a personality so powerful that it inspires not just you, but everyone around you. Change begins the moment you realize that your personality is not permanent. Too many people accept the label, "This is who I am," and stop growing. But you are not a fixed object. You are a living, evolving human being capable of shaping yourself every day. Think about it. Your habits, your reactions, your fears, even your strengths are not written in stone. They were learned, and anything learned can be unlearned, improved, or replaced. The first step toward personality transformation is to accept responsibility for your growth. Stop waiting for others to change your life. Stop believing that time, luck, or circumstances will magically shape you. Growth is your duty. Your personality is your brand, your identity, and the bridge between you and your dreams. And the best news, you are the architect of it. When you choose to improve your mindset, your confidence, and your actions, you unlock a version of yourself you never thought possible. Before you can change, you must know yourself. Self-awareness is the mirror that reflects who you truly are. It's not about your name, your job, or what society calls you. It's about the thoughts you carry when no one is watching. Ask yourself, what are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What makes me happy? What triggers my anger or fear? Most people never ask these questions. They are too distracted by routines, social media, and the noise of the world. But without awareness, you cannot direct your actions or control your reactions. For example, if you lose your temper easily and excuse it by saying, "That's just how I am," you are lying to yourself. That is not who you are. It's a habit shaped by your past. And habits can be changed. Spend time alone. Write your thoughts in a journal. Reflect on your emotions. The more you understand yourself, the more power you gain over your personality. One of the hardest truths to accept is that many of the limits we face are self-imposed. We hide behind labels like, "I'm shy," or "I'm not confident," without asking why. Are you truly shy, or are you afraid of being judged? Are you really weak, or have you been told for too long that you're not good enough? Facing the real you requires courage because it forces you to peel away layers of conditioning and excuses. But once you see yourself clearly, you can rewrite the story. Remember, your personality is not a mask you wear for others. It is the reflection of who you choose to become. By identifying your fears and doubts, you stop letting them control you. This is the moment where transformation begins. Not when life gets easier, but when you become stronger, braver, and willing to change the narrative you've believed for so long. Your mind is the control center of your personality. If you fill it with negativity, doubts, and excuses, your life will reflect the same. But if you train it to focus on possibilities, solutions, and growth, everything begins to shift. Imagine two people facing the same setback. One gives up, the other rises stronger. What makes the difference? Mindset. A positive mindset doesn't mean pretending life is easy. It means believing that every challenge is an opportunity to learn. The words you say to yourself matter. When you catch your inner voice whispering, "I can't do this," stop it and replace it with, "I will figure this out." The more you practice, the stronger your inner dialogue becomes. Your thoughts shape your reality. Protect your mind as you would protect your most valuable treasure, because it is. Every change in your personality begins with a single, conscious thought. Great personalities are not built in a single day. They are crafted through consistent daily habits. Think of your personality as a muscle. It grows stronger the more you train it. Start your mornings with intention. Instead of grabbing your phone and drowning in negativity, spend a few minutes in gratitude. Write down 3 things you are thankful for, no matter how small. Repeat affirmations like, I am capable, I am ready. These words reprogram your mind for confidence. Then take small actions that align with the person you want to become. If you want to be more confident, speak up once today. If you want to be more disciplined, finish the task you've been avoiding. Each small action may seem insignificant, but over time, they build a foundation of self-belief. Consistency is the secret ingredient. Your habits shape your personality, and your personality shapes your destiny. Your environment shapes your personality more than you realize. The people you spend time with, the conversations you have, the content you consume, all of these create your mental climate. If you are surrounded by constant negativity, complaints and criticism, it's only a matter of time before you absorb that energy. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with people who inspire, uplift, and challenge you to grow, you naturally evolve into a stronger version of yourself. Think about it, a seed can only grow if the soil is healthy. Your mind is that seed and your environment is the soil. If the soil is poisoned, growth is stunted. Protect your space. Limit time with people who drain your energy and invest more time with those who believe in growth and possibilities. Choose books, podcasts, and mentors who feed your mind with strength. You deserve an environment that nurtures your potential. The way you communicate is a direct reflection of your personality. It's not just about the words you speak, but the energy and clarity behind them. Many people hesitate to express themselves, fearing judgment or rejection. Others speak too much without impact. True communication is about balance, listening deeply and speaking with confidence. When you truly listen, people feel respected, and in return, they value your words more. Confidence in communication doesn't mean being loud or aggressive. It means speaking with certainty, clarity, and respect. Avoid weak phrases like maybe or I think when you believe in something. Replace them with I believe or I am sure. Your body language matters too. Stand tall, make eye contact, use natural gestures. The combination of words, tone, and body language creates the image people carry of you. When you master communication, your personality shines effortlessly. Your emotions can either build your personality or break it. Many people lose respect, opportunities, and even relationships because they cannot control their reactions. Anger, fear, and insecurity dominate their behavior. But emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage your emotions, is the hallmark of a strong personality. It doesn't mean suppressing feelings, it means mastering them. When criticized, pause before reacting. When angry, breathe before speaking. This moment of control separates leaders from followers. Emotional control also gives you resilience in tough times. Instead of falling apart, you remain calm, analyze the situation, and respond with strength. Remember, people may forget what you say, but they will always remember how you made them feel. By showing composure, you inspire trust and respect. The world respects those who remain steady in the storm. Train yourself to be that person, and your personality will radiate confidence. A powerful personality is not only confident, but also informed. Knowledge adds depth to your conversations and weight to your opinions. Without it, confidence may come across as arrogance or emptiness. Read books, listen to experts, stay curious about the world. Every new piece of information becomes a tool in your arsenal. The more you know, the more valuable your words become. Imagine being in a discussion where everyone looks to you for insight because you've taken the time to learn and grow. That is the power of curiosity. It makes you alive, interesting, and relevant. And curiosity is not limited to books or lectures. It also means learning from people around you. Ask questions. Seek to understand before you try to be understood. When you combine curiosity with humility, your personality becomes magnetic. People naturally gravitate toward those who have wisdom to share and the humility to keep learning. Most people think personality is only about speaking well, but silence can be just as powerful. In a world where everyone rushes to speak, the one who pauses to think stands out. Silence gives you control. It prevents you from saying things you might regret and makes your words more impactful when you do speak. It also shows wisdom, because silence is not emptiness, it is space for reflection. Sometimes your calm presence speaks louder than words. In heated discussions, silence disarms anger. In negotiations, silence creates anticipation. Learning when not to speak is as important as learning how to speak. Strong personalities understand the art of timing. The pause before a statement, the silence after a question, the quiet confidence in not needing to dominate every conversation. Practice silence not as weakness, but as strength. It is one of the most underrated yet powerful tools of communication and personality. Sometimes we are too close to ourselves to see the truth. That's why feedback is one of the most valuable tools for personality growth. But here's the challenge. Most people hate being told about their flaws. They get defensive, offended, or simply ignore it. Yet feedback, when taken wisely, is like holding up a mirror that shows you what you cannot see on your own. Ask trusted people around you. What are my strengths? What are the areas I need to improve? Listen without interrupting. If someone says, "You sound negative often," don't argue. Instead, reflect, why do they see me this way? Is there truth in it? Remember, feedback is not a personal attack. It's an opportunity for growth. Use it as a guide to polish your personality. Even negative feedback is a gift because it reveals blind spots you might never have noticed. The strongest personalities are shaped not by praise, but by constructive criticism. Many people think strength means hiding emotions, acting tough, and never admitting weakness. But the truth is, real strength comes from vulnerability. Vulnerability is not about being fragile, it's about being authentic. When you admit your struggles, you connect with others on a deeper level. People trust those who are real, not those who pretend to be perfect. Sharing your challenges doesn't make you weak, it makes you relatable. Think about the leaders you admire. Are they admired because they are flawless, or because they faced battles with honesty and courage? Vulnerability allows you to grow because it frees you from the prison of pretending. You no longer waste energy on hiding. Instead, you use it to build and improve. Showing vulnerability also teaches humility, and humility is one of the most powerful traits of a strong personality. Personality growth is not about big leaps once in a while. It is about steady progress every single day. The discipline of consistency separates dreamers from achievers. Anyone can feel motivated for a day, but true change happens when you keep going even when you don't feel like it. Whether it's practicing confidence, reading, journaling, or improving communication, consistency builds habits, and habits build personality. Think of a sculptor shaping a statue. It doesn't happen with one strike. It happens with thousands of steady chisels. Your personality is the same. Every small, consistent effort shapes the masterpiece. Skipping the effort may not seem harmful today, but over months and years it determines who you become. If you want to transform, commit to daily actions. Motivation starts the journey, but consistency completes it. One of the most magnetic traits of a strong personality is gratitude. Gratitude changes the way you see life and the way others see you. People who complain constantly drain energy, but those who practice gratitude uplift everyone around them. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring difficulties. It means focusing on blessings even in tough times. Every morning, remind yourself of the good things you have: a supportive friend, a skill, even the gift of waking up today. Gratitude shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. And when you operate from abundance, your confidence grows because you no longer live in fear of losing. Gratitude also makes you more compassionate and humble. It softens your ego and reminds you that life is not just about what you lack, but about appreciating what you already have. A grateful personality is a strong personality because it attracts peace, respect, and joy. Failure is often misunderstood as the opposite of success, but in reality, it is the road to success. Every strong personality you admire has faced failure multiple times. The difference is they did not let failure define them. They used it as a stepping stone. Resilience is your ability to bounce back when life pushes you down. It is the refusal to stay defeated. Think of a child learning to walk. Each fall is not the end, it is part of the process. Similarly, in life, every mistake, every setback, every rejection is preparing you for growth. Instead of asking, why me? Ask, what is this teaching me? Failure only breaks those who see it as final. For those who embrace it as a lesson, it becomes fuel for greatness. Your resilience defines your personality more than your victories. Anyone can celebrate success, but it takes true character to rise after falling. A strong personality is built on confidence, but confidence without humility becomes arrogance. Confidence means believing in yourself, standing firm in your values, and expressing your thoughts with clarity. Humility means acknowledging that you don't know everything and being open to learning. When these two traits are balanced, you become unstoppable. People respect those who believe in themselves yet remain approachable. Imagine someone who speaks with certainty, but also listens with genuine curiosity. That person earns influence without demanding it. True confidence is not about proving you're better than others, it's about proving to yourself that you are capable. And true humility is not about putting yourself down, it's about lifting others up. Together, they form the kind of personality that not only achieves success, but also inspires others along the way. Without purpose, even the most talented person feels lost. Purpose gives direction to your personality and meaning to your actions. It answers the question, why am I doing this? When you have a strong why, you can endure almost anyhow. Purpose transforms ordinary routines into meaningful steps. For example, waking up early is hard if it feels pointless. But when tied to a purpose, like building a dream, helping your family, or serving others, it becomes powerful. Your personality gains strength when aligned with purpose, because every choice you make reflects deeper meaning. Purpose-driven people radiate energy that attracts respect and admiration. They are not easily shaken by setbacks because their mission is bigger than any obstacle. To grow your personality, discover your purpose, no matter how small or grand. It is the compass that keeps you moving in the right direction. Energy is contagious. Walk into a room with a smile, and the atmosphere changes. Enter with a gloomy face, and the energy drops. Your personality is not just what you say, but the energy you carry. Positive energy doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to focus on possibilities rather than problems. When faced with challenges, a positive person asks, what can I do? Instead of, why me? This attitude not only strengthens your own resilience, but also inspires those around you. People naturally gravitate toward positive personalities because they offer hope in difficult times. Positivity is a skill that requires practice. Start by monitoring your thoughts. Replace complaints with gratitude. Replace doubt with belief. Replace fear with action. Over time, positivity becomes your natural state, and your personality becomes a source of light for others. One of the greatest strengths of a strong personality is self-control. Without it, even the most talented person can sabotage their own success. Self-control means mastering your impulses, whether it's the urge to speak without thinking, to procrastinate, or to give in to temporary pleasures that harm long-term goals. A person with self-control commands respect because they show discipline in their words and actions. For example, when provoked, instead of reacting in anger, they respond with calmness. When tempted to quit, they push forward. This discipline creates trust because people know they can rely on you. Self-control is not about restriction. It is about freedom. It frees you from being a slave to emotions, habits, and circumstances. The more control you have over yourself, the more power you have over your life. Mastering self-control is mastering the art of living. The strongest personalities are not those who only focus on themselves, but those who uplift others. Service is not about grand gestures, it is about simple acts of kindness, empathy, and contribution. When you help someone, you not only make their life better, but also strengthen your own character. Service teaches compassion, patience, and humility. It reminds you that true greatness is not measured by how much you take, but by how much you give. People with a giving spirit are remembered long after their words are forgotten, because they leave behind a legacy of kindness. Even small actions, encouraging a friend, listening to someone in pain, sharing knowledge, shape a personality that radiates warmth and strength. A selfish person may gain success, but a serving person earns respect, and respect is the true currency of a powerful personality. In a world that glorifies speed and instant results, patience is often overlooked. Yet patience is one of the most powerful traits of a strong personality. Growth takes time. Habits take time. Success takes time. Without patience, people give up too soon, right before they were about to achieve a breakthrough. Patience is not passive waiting, it is active endurance. It is the calm belief that the seeds you plant today will bloom tomorrow. A patient personality inspires confidence because it shows maturity and trust in the process. Imagine someone who stays composed in challenges, who does not rush but moves with steady determination. That person commands respect. Patience also protects you from frustration and anger because it reminds you that life is a marathon, not a sprint. When you master patience, your personality becomes a symbol of resilience and wisdom. A safe life rarely leads to a strong personality. Growth requires stepping into the unknown, taking risks, and embracing discomfort. Risks don't always mean dramatic changes. Sometimes they are small steps outside your comfort zone, speaking up in a meeting, trying a new skill, or starting a project. Each risk builds courage, and courage builds character. Without risk, you stay stuck in the same patterns, never discovering your true potential. Failure may happen, but remember, failure is not the enemy. Fear of trying is. Every risk teaches you something new about yourself. The more you dare, the more confident and adaptable you become. A personality shaped by courage is magnetic because it shows others what's possible when fear no longer controls you. Taking risks doesn't mean recklessness. It means trusting yourself enough to move forward, even when the path is uncertain. Integrity is the backbone of personality. Without it, even the most charming or talented person eventually loses respect. Integrity means being honest, keeping promises, and aligning your actions with your values. It's about doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. People with integrity inspire trust, and trust is the foundation of all meaningful relationships, whether in family, friendships, or work. Integrity is not about being perfect, it's about being real and accountable. When you make a mistake, admit it. When you commit to something, follow through. A strong personality does not chase approval by compromising values. It earns respect by standing firm. The world remembers people of integrity because they become pillars of reliability in a world full of uncertainty. Build your personality on truth, and you will never have to fear being exposed. The greatest victory you can ever achieve is not over others but over yourself. Self-mastery means aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your higher self. It's about becoming the driver of your life instead of a passenger controlled by circumstances. Self-mastery doesn't happen overnight. It's a lifelong journey of growth, discipline, and reflection. It requires you to challenge your fears, tame your doubts, and rise above temporary weaknesses. A person who masters themselves becomes unstoppable because external situations no longer control them. Their personality radiates calmness, strength, and clarity. Think of the individuals who inspire the world most. They didn't just conquer challenges outside, they conquered the battles within. When you achieve self-mastery, your personality becomes a lighthouse, guiding not only your path, but also inspiring others to find theirs. By now, you understand that personality is not something you are born with. It is something you build, shape, and refine every single day. Self-awareness gives you clarity. Mindset gives you strength. Habits give you discipline. Communication gives you influence. Resilience gives you power. Together, they transform you into a force the world cannot ignore. Remember, you are not defined by your past, your fears, or your failures. You are defined by the choices you make today. Every action you take is an opportunity to shape the person you want to become. You have within you the power to rise above negativity, to stand tall in challenges, and to live a life of impact. Your personality is your signature. It tells the world who you are long before you speak a word. So take charge. Start small. Stay consistent. Believe in yourself, because the unstoppable version of you is waiting to emerge. If you found this video inspiring, don't forget to like it and explore our channel for more powerful and motivational content.